Oh, we're starting.
We are starting. Snack on. Snack game strong. What's up?
Snack strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
I forgot this weekend, and I feel bad, but I actually got you some saltwater taffy that I forgot to bring for you.
You shouldn't feel bad. That's kind of messed up.
You should feel bad about it. I got a bunch of different flavors. I told Ezra to grab some flavors and just throw
It's
them
Long
in there.
Beach It's Long Beach saltwater taffy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best kind.
It's good. I was surprised. We went to their downtown and there were like 2 or 3 shops with some saltwater taffy, and like from the get-go, super soft, really good. And then like brought it home, still great. And they had like, we did like a root beer, or no, it was Dr. Pepper flavored. Did a Dr. Pepper flavored one. It was pretty good. But they had some like cocktail flavors. I got a bunch of normal fruit flavors and stuff like that, but then they had some other stuff. It was good stuff.
Are you eating it?
No, I got my own stash too.
Say, not only you're like, yeah,
I got
it for
this.
you.
I got this for you, but since you're not here, I'll just eat it.
Oh,
I got. But
Arthur Cheetorelli. Hey.
yeah. What's up, Groundfog? How you doing?
Yo,
Nathan,
yo.
how you been?
Nathan
NFK.
started a new Instagram account.
Nathan did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. I think a couple weeks ago he said he was going to, because he was starting to get guff from people, I think at work or something like that. And so he's like, I just want one that's not going to show my face, that people at work don't find me, which makes sense. So
Yeah, with a face like
I didn't
that.
know he actually started one yet, but yeah. Thank you very much, NFK. I am not at 2K yet because I don't do this very consistently. I was consistent for a while, and then I took about a month off. And really, I'm not in it for the numbers. I'm in it to have fun. So, but
Man, I haven't uploaded in like over a month.
I uploaded that one video last week. I think I had 2 or 3 videos last week. And Cole was like, "Oh, look, work-life balance decided to do something." I was like, "Yes, I did." How you doing, Neil McKenzie?
Neil, how you liking the orange sherbet scent?
Whatever that last flavor was, that was a delicious flavor. Asleep at the switch. Yeah, I mean, it's not my normal night, Cheeto. It's not my normal night. So it's even more relaxed. So, Mark Pox.
More
how you
porks.
doing? Mad Hatter, how you doing?
Mad Hatter, what's up, dude? I haven't seen you for a minute.
Mm-hmm. I see you down there. How you been?
Mad Hatter, if I'm not mistaken, you're over in like Spokane, right? I've forgotten. My apologies.
Spokane's one of my favorite places. I really love where we're at now. I like being over on this side of the state, but Spokane is one of my favorite places. Plain old jelly beans are delicious. Jelly beans are always a go-to for me.
Beans.
No
PW
excuses.
Funworks. I thought I had lost it, but I just found my flashlight. I'd been searching all over for it. I finally found it. I was freaking out. What's up, dude?
Oh, it's a sour one. I like sour stuff, but when I'm not expecting it, it throws me off. Happy Tuesday evening to you too.
No excuses.
No excuses at all.
Okay, Neil. Gotcha.
Ooh, that's no fun.
Definitely, and I don't know exactly what that is, but you know,
What's
the
up,
ingredients that I have in there are really good for healing the skin. The argan oil and the camellia seed oil, especially. Tri-Cities, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Mad Hatter's from your neck of the woods.
Mm-hmm. Graduated from Kennewick High School.
I'll be out there September 16th.
You stream it on a big screen? I always wonder how many people actually stream on a TV.
This has got to look horrible.
Mike in 83. I think I do remember us talking about this a while ago now. But I always wonder how many people actually stream on a TV versus like watch on their phone or a tablet or something like that. I also now realized, like in this last week, there's a difference between like YouTube Premium on your TV and YouTube TV. You can pay like $80 a month, which is basically cable for YouTube TV, which I think is ridiculous. But apparently there's some really cool stuff.
But then you get YouTube Premium for free.
Yeah. So instead of $7, you're saving $7 a month when you pay $80. But yeah.
Yeah. When I first signed up for YouTube TV, it was like $45. And now it's crept up to where, yeah, I'm basically just paying for cable at this point.
Apparently, there's a lot of really good stuff on it, though. Like, there's a lot of good
it
on YouTube TV. Like, a lot of friends that I know that have it have been like, yeah, this is awesome. But I would probably cut some other streaming sources if I was going to do it. Nice.
That's a lot.
Happy birthday, NFK. Early.
In 5 days, huh? Nice.
I get excited. I get excited about my birthday still. Even though it's like, we don't do anything crazy. Because I'm in my 30s now. We don't do anything. I don't think I've had like an actual birthday party. Like had friends or hang out and do something since I was like 30. Like when I was my 30th birthday, we went out and got drinks and went to like an adult arcade bar. And that was the last time we did something. And my wife kind of organized it with some friends for me. We don't do anything else now, but I still get excited about my birthday because typically I get like my favorite food, favorite dessert. You gotta have some alone time with my wife. That's always real good on my birthday. She rubs my feet while I watch NCIS. It's my favorite thing.
That's your stuff, huh?
That's my stuff.
Ain't no shame in your game.
Yeah. That's my stuff. A nice foot rub with some NCIS. Nothing soothes me like Detective Leroy Gibbs, Special Agent Leroy Gibbs. But Cheeto, wasn't it your birthday last year?
It was my birthday last year too.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy how that works.
Have you ever used that line? I've used it a couple times, not like seriously, but it's landed pretty well from Elf, where he's like, "Well, if you're Santa, what song did you sing me on my birthday?" Well, happy birthday, of course. I've used that a couple times with people like at work. I'm like, "Yeah, I was here," and like, no, I was like, "Yeah, because we sang you happy birthday on your birthday," and they were like, "Wait," it like takes them a second.
No, I have not tried to use that one before.
My new go-to dad joke that I've been doing at work. That's a great background picture. My new go-to dad joke that I've been using at work is people have been asking like, "Hey, what's a good dad joke?" And I'll be like, I don't really have one. I've just been kind of under the weather recently, so I'm not feeling up to it. Like, what do you mean? I was like, "Oh, I've been calling out on weekdays." And like, why? I was like, I don't know. I just think I have a weekend immunity. A weekend immunity.
Oh, because it's like weekend.
Yeah.
But it's
why
weekend.
Why you gotta poo on all my jokes?
Yeah, you know how it feels now.
Very true. Yeah.
I've been on a pretty fun adventure this evening.
Yeah.
My old boss rang me up, and he's like, "Hey, going on bringing customers on a hunting trip. I need a recommendation on 12 dives." He's done this before, and before I got like the Hidden Canyon, the little
Benchmade, the wood one.
Benchmade fixie, yeah. Got him those. This time, I was hoping to do Keith the Knife Freak fixies with Lancelot leather slips. Keith can't. We need them fairly soon, but we're gonna go with these guys, Bradford Guardians.
Oh, nice.
With the option to add a Lancelot leather clip slip for
That's
them.
pretty cool.
So, yeah, I got to order those. I'm waiting to hear back from Don Farmer of D&K Knives. I want to order them through him if possible. And then he told me to throw on 2 Kershaw Launch 13s also.
Awesome.
So, yeah, that was cool for my boss to be like, hey, go spend a couple $1,000 on knives for me.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah, he was sending me stuff from like Temu and Etsy, and I was like, I don't know if you're just messing with me or you're just an average person looking up knives. I was like, but I'm not recommending that.
Yeah,
you know, they're like $25. They got like seatbelt cutters on them, and like you can get them engraved. And I'm like, dude, you're going pheasant hunting. He's like, we field dress everything when we go. I was like, dude, these knives are not going to perform for you. I'm not. I said, if you're trying to have a cheap budget, go for it. You can order those. And he's like, I don't have a budget. I was like, all right, well then we're gonna do some U.S. fixed blades. So I looked at a
cutter to just rip through. Like, that's ridiculous.
I was like, if you want to go cheap, there's a couple of buck fixed blades. They're like 8 CR, and come with a decent sheath for like $65 on Knife Center. Said, or you can go a little bit upgraded and get something really knife, and that's where I showed him mine, and he's like, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I agree. So it's the exact same size basically. This is my favorite size of a fixed blade. Handle and blade are a little bit different, but overall length of the Keith Knife Freak fixie. Little bit shorter handle, or shorter blade, longer handle, longer blade, shorter handle. And this thing is small, but in my opinion, that's the perfect size fixed blade for EDC purposes anyway. Yeah. And it's still a very substantial blade, so where, you know, you can actually do plenty with it.
Yeah. I'm going to go pick up my Bless Custom tomorrow.
Nice.
It got here yesterday, but I was at work, and then Donnie today texted me, and he was like, have you gotten it yet? And I was like, no, not yet. I got to get to the post office tomorrow to get it. So I'll go pick it up tomorrow at the post office, because then I worked today. I fully understand why the post office does this, but they were like, hey, from 9 to 5:15. I was like, cool, I work 8:30 to 5, so I'm not going to be able to pick it up from you.
Yeah.
So I'll go pick it up tomorrow because I got the day off. A buddy of mine who's just out of the military is going to be driving up from the Tri as well to hang out for the day. We're going to go get some lunch, and then he's going to head to, I think we'll probably go to Galby Burger, and then he's going to head to Leavenworth. He's going to go do some hikes. He starts a new job here in a couple weeks, so he's like, I want to go to Leavenworth and just get a good hike in before I leave. And I was like, that's awesome.
Wow, that's quite the jaunt to come up here.
He's coming up. We haven't seen each other.
Yeah,
so he was in my wedding. He's a really good. We've known each other for over a decade and a half. So it's a real good friend. But he's coming up. We haven't seen each other in about a year and a half or so. So he'll come up. We'll get lunch. And Leavenworth's really only about an hour, 20 minutes. So he's like, I'm going to drive past to come see you, and then I'll come back because. He's like, I figure if I'm going to be that close, I might as well just go the distance. And I was like, I agree. You should do that.
Yeah.
So,
a Mercury dime from 1926. No clue.
Probably about 10 cents.
That's one of those knives that it's worth as much as someone will pay for it, man. It's probably going to have more sentimental value than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like my 1940 Schrade Walden Auto, it's worth upwards of $600-700 depending on what auction you look at last sold at. But I would never. It's I don't even think if someone, you'd have to offer me substantial money, like probably like $25,000. And then I still don't know if I'd sell it. I mean, I would know. It would be one of those things where I would be very, very conflicted because of all the sentimental value it has. But then also be like, $25,000 is also a substantial amount of money.
Yeah. That's a lot of money.
And I don't think my grandpa would be upset by that either.
$25K? I hope not.
No.
Be like,
you'll still remember it. Take a picture of it.
I apologize, but I sold
Take
this.
Take a picture of it.
I got $25K for it. I've dwindled my collection down over the last 2-3 days to about 40. And then I've started creating little things that I'm going to post here in a little bit. But I've got up behind me, up over here, I've got like the majority. I've got maybe like 85% of the boxes still for a lot of the budget stuff even. And so I want to go through and get all of that down and find like the boxes for as many of them as I can. And then I think I'm going to sell a good chunk of my collection. And I'll probably start on Instagram and YouTube.
Godspeed.
Just like, hey, check our Instagram and do it.
Godspeed. It's ain't nobody selling knives right now unless you're Devo.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm going to post them at a pretty ridiculously good deal because I've had them and they just sit there and they do nothing. So I think a lot of them I think a lot of them are going to be just stupidly like $100 knives for like $40 that are pretty much brand new to get rid of some of them. But I'll probably hit up here first before I do anything. What's up, Joe? How you doing?
Jomathy Vigatus. Who's got the soul stone?
How's that soul stone? Yeah, who has that soul stone? What are you talking about?
I handled it. I handled Doom's. I handled his prototype, and then he got the prototype replaced with a production. And I did handle that, but
does Joe have a soul stone? Like, is he making a pocket clip for it or something? Pocket slip?
I don't. Maybe. I don't know. People keep calling Cheeto Arthur, and it's driving me. It's throwing me off.
Arthur Cheetorelli. I don't think I pulled something out, but it is not a soul stone. It is the.
Was that a Gavco Nurse?
Yeah, it's the Gavco Nurse, the drop version. This was one of my first like introductions to Gavco. I'd seen his like custom stuff, and I'd seen some of the other stuff, and I think this was probably my first Gavco. I love Gavco. I got. And I like a lot of the Gavco that I've had. I still think this is my favorite Gavco. It's like a really good
Right.
size for me. I really like the design, the action. I would love to get a True Nurse, but those things go for like $1,500. It's ridiculous.
Well, he just started. He just started dropping them down. I think he said he's doing. It's either.
What's
I
up,
think
Donnie?
he's got 600, 800, and then 1,000
Okay,
levels.
but
What up, Don?
I mean, aftermarket. A lot of times, if you
Yeah.
if you buy a table at 1,000, aftermarket people are selling them for 16 to 18, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
To me. But yeah,
Joe, you didn't actually. I mean, Joe probably handled it at the Blade Show Hangout also, but did he actually send you something?
I don't think so. It's so big, you'd need to put a bag to put it in.
Bag to-
Are we
yeah, it's
talking
a-
about? Are we talking about the Soul Stone, or are you talking about Maddie's cod piece that you're making?
the Soul Stone?
Oh yeah, okay.
That is a chunky of a knife. Oh, Drinkerton
Drinkwater.
H2O has a Soul Stone.
Mhm.
Nice. You got a custom Gavco, Donnie? Really?
Mhm. That's cool.
That's awesome.
Donnie? Do you buy? I'd be curious to see what your collection is, but do you buy knives to like take them apart
Oh,
and see like? I'm curious what like, cause especially because you do so much in house. I'm wondering if he has like a smaller collection of knives that he's like, I really like that. I want to buy it, take it apart, and see how it's done. Like research almost, manufacture.
Yeah.
It's like, what can I do?
no. You're not messing with me. Other people calling you Arthur is
Yeah,
messing
a
with
snow
me.
tiger.
Oh, a snow
DM me
tiger.
about it.
Nice.
Those are cool.
Don't change.
The more I do that, the
Yeah.
more I wish I didn't.
That new
I mean,
that you did
makes
for
sense.
Iggy is badass, Donnie. Did you see that?
No.
The chopped Ripley that he did for Iggy, called it the Newt. It's got a slot for deployment.
That's cool.
And is that natural micarta, Donnie? I'm stoked that Iggy got something from you. Iggy's one of my most favorite human beings. Natural crosscut. I thought it might be crosscut because it looked a little different.
Newt #1. I really like
Yeah.
how he did the micarta on the pivot too. It just looks
Yeah,
good.
he started that with Steve's, with that emerald micarta that he got, and then he did it with
It
Iggy. I think that's an awesome touch, man.
It looks good.
Deuces, drink water.
Adios, drink
I work
water.
at 6. I've become an early riser. I've been getting up at like 4:15 and going on a walk. I didn't this morning because I woke up and it was pouring down rain. Went back to sleep for a little bit, but yeah, I've become an early riser
Newt
myself.
does look really good.
Mm-hmm.
I just went and watched the like short little video, especially the extra grind angle at the top, the way it kind of clips over. Oh man, that is
the
sick.
ghost swedge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's gnarly. Definitely looking forward to. So you got a pry and a fixie from him, right?
Yeah, a little pry and a fixie. Y'all should go check this out. There's Donnie's Instagram page. Everyone here has already subscribed to it and stuff, but you should check out that. That was pretty sick.
I have a small little request.
Yeah, go ahead. Whatever.
If I can show my screen, this is it's a little premature. However, so you guys know, yeah, go for it. And I'll put the link in the chat. This is a work in progress, but EDC Roundtable now has a channel, and we're going to start cranking out some content on there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Stevie just exited himself because he pushed the wrong button. He'll be back here in a second. Oh, wow. That's cinnamon. Ooh. I think you pushed the wrong button. And then when you left, I put a cinnamon taffy in. It was a lot spicier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I'm going to put the link in the chat, and we need to start building up our subscribers before I start releasing some stuff. So if you all should go and subscribe. But yeah, we're gonna start doing some I'm gonna do like some pre-recorded meet the vendors of the roundtable series. Nice. And do something with Joe, something with all the vendors. We haven't discussed it as a full group yet, but yeah. And then, just to separate it so not everything is just on my channel, and start posting someone already has EDC Roundtable as the actual @name.
That's stupid.
So yeah, if you see, it's our @name is actually EDC.Roundtable. But yeah, it sucks they didn't have it.
Are you doing like from Cheeto here? You doing product videos or goofing around?
Yeah. I mean, look, it's me running it, so want to try to keep it as much brand, on brand, which I hate saying that type of shit, but it's true, we're to the point where we'd like to see the roundtable start growing a little bit more outside of our immediate community. We have amazing support, but it is, we are in a very small group, so we'd like to start, so just figuring out how we can, help one another out, and yeah. So yeah, but definitely we'll do some actual live streams as a group, and yeah, definitely do some feature videos. So, and yeah, and then we'll have some nothing officially announced yet, but we'll have a couple of more giveaways before the end of the year. And then we always have our annual anniversary giveaway, so we can do everything from that from now on.
Did last year you do the annual giveaway with a poker chip too? Or was this the
last year? It was an actual coin.
That's where the coins on the channel come from. Okay.
Yeah. P&W haven't put it out into the vendor chat yet, but it's something that me and Joe were just really start brainstorming on. Ella, my dog is going nuts. But yeah,
I've got a box to open up. I got 2 packages actually to open up.
You do? Are you going to do that? Are you going to take a knife and slice into them?
Yep, I'm going to take a Poltergeist Works knife right here. slice this bad boy up. You know what sucks? So I really like this knife. This is the G10 version, and like I said, like I want this knife
to swap around the different.
Yeah. I lost the other one. I have no idea. I have no idea where it went. It was.
Is it behind your ear?
No, it's not. It was. I don't think so. No, it's not that there. It was in my car. We went home for the weekend, and for like, my wife wanted to get her car detailed, so we paid for someone to detail it. So before they detailed the interior of the car, I took everything out, and I saw it, and I put it in a bag, and then I put everything to the side. I think I threw it away. I think I threw away that bag, and then I went digging through the garbage because I was like, I swear it was in that bag, but I looked in the bag and the bag was empty. The only thing I can think of is I threw it away, and I felt so dumb. I was like, this is stupid.
That's the appropriate feeling.
I was like, man, I really liked that one too. And I was going to try and get that one. I was going to use that one for myself to customize and do some fun stuff with, but not now. Nope. Now it's just going to forever be gone. At least I didn't leave it stabbed into the top of a wood post somewhere on the side of the road.
In Nevada?
Yeah. Okay, cool. These are coming by way of knife standards from the Lefty EDC pass around.
Oh.
So
are they knife standard knives though?
No.
Okay.
Gotcha. They're pass around knives. So we've got a ZT and a Concept. And I'm not sure what either of these are, to be honest.
What ZT would they put in there?
Oh.
Is that me or is it him? Is it me or him, fellas?
It's me.
Oh.
But hey, what's up, Palmer? How you doing?
Hello, Palmer.
Look at this ZT.
Is that a new model?
It is not.
Anywho, oh, I can't highlight comments while he's glitching. Well, anywho,
that's him.
Andy's back. No clue. You had the ZT held up and no clue what was going on after that.
Yeah, I can hear the rain behind me hitting pretty hard right now.
Oh.
So I'm hoping that doesn't crap this out. But yeah, it looks like kind of like carbon fiber on my screen there, but that's actually a milled titanium, I believe. Some milled titanium coming through there. And it's got some pretty sweet action. This thing's hefty.
I wish ZT would get back in the game.
I wish they would do more knives.
I think that some of the best bang for your buck US folders of all time.
Mm-hmm.
ZT.
Even some of the US Kershaws are really nice.
Oh yeah.
The ZT was so cool he glitched. That's right. That's what it was.
But ZT has every bit of the ability to be on the same level as like Wii and all that, and offering very similar prices.
I don't think they get the same respect though, since they dropped off.
Yeah, I mean they've been out of the game for so long that I think a lot of people, when you say ZT, they're like, "Okay, boomer."
Mm-hmm.
You know, it hasn't been that long, but yeah, they've made some of the best designs out there, man.
M390 and titanium, pretty nice. Is that the 0308? Oh, Palmer, look at me. I know numbers. It is the 0308. You are correct.
Mr. Claire.
That was a good call out. That was a good call out there, Palmer.
Rest well. Sleep
Yeah.
tight.
Get some sleep. Thanks for swinging by. Just stopped in to say hi and good night. I think Concept has my favorite cases that come with the knife.
They do. The tuckable,
Mhm.
the fold over ones.
Mhm. I think they're my favorite, primarily because they're different and then they're still good too. But I think Concept has my favorite ones. I think I've already seen this one. I think we've already passed. Oh, no, I have not, but I really wanted to see this one. Yeah. This is the Concept Shard.
That's not a Devo Knives design?
I was just going to say, you know what it reminds me of?
The Tall Boy, right?
Well, it reminds
Or the
me
Mash?
of the Mash.
Yeah, totally.
Well, this is the Mash.
Right.
Yeah. So the Mash, and then the top is the Devo Shard. And I mean, they both, because I
Hold
have
on.
the
It's a Devo shard or it's a Concept shard?
Concept Shard, Devo
Okay.
Mash. So
Gotcha.
this is the Devo Mash 2.0, and this is the Concept Shard.
Yeah, those are very similar.
So Concept made theirs a frame lock versus a liner lock, and then they also have a flipper on it, and it's a little bit longer. It's also, it's actually pretty close in, but the like closed profiles are completely different. I also, excuse me, I also like the coloring on this one a lot better. I don't know who Kevin had do these, but I like the coloring on
Either-
this striped more.
Probably either Kube or QSP, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the two. Yeah, that does look a lot like a Devo Mash. I'm curious what this.
I mean, there's definitely enough differences, but
Yeah, it's
initially though, when you flip that out, I was like, "Whoa, that looks."
when I flipped it out, I thought the same thing too. I know why this happens. I don't like when you see a blade end and then there's just this huge chunk right here. I like when the blade's either hidden completely down like that, or you see that one didn't do it very well. Like this.
Mm.
How it naturally cuts over
Yeah.
and fits the edge on it like that. When I design, that's what I look for. Things like that.
Man, it had been
Evo Shard is
Oh,
pretty good.
probably a little over a month or so since I actually carried my Harsey folder.
Mm-hmm. Just love it.
I remember why. But it also made me, and I got too much good stuff. I mean, it sounds like I'm fucking bragging, but it made me bust out the Sabenza. And I was like, dude, I wish I carried this more. Kim Ning.
Copy Devo's homework. Rock.
Oh, so
So the shard is
that's not a new design. It's probably just a new pattern or something.
I guess that's what it sounds like. Is the shard is a new? This is a new pattern on the shard. It's not a new design, which would make sense because there's not a lot of people making flippers right now. So for them to come out with a new design that's a flipper would be something. I mean, there's still always going to be some, but the majority of people now are doing like thumb flicks, or they're doing thumb studs and deployment holes and stuff like that.
Palmer went from being very skeptical to, nah.
My respect is very real.
I appreciate the collaborations that Concept has been willing to do as of late.
I think
I get Terry's Orlock in tomorrow. I currently got one of the Edgy Blade works. There's another one coming out very soon. Who else? Someone else I think is doing something with Concept as well, and yeah, good for them. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we've got that one coming through, so I'm excited about that. But I think I don't know 100%, but I think if you look at the market, Concept's really trying to.
Dude, I'll be right back. I gotta go get my dog.
ZTs are just expensive Kershaws. They are 100% just expensive Kershaws, but they're good. They're good and they're nice. XM18 Bowie a couple days ago. I really hope it's as good as people say. That's the XM18 that I want. The XM18 Bowie. Such a good knife. But yeah, they're so spendy. I don't know if I could justify quite as much as that right there. 0562. I think that's the one that everybody wants. Let me look this up real quick. Yeah, that's the Hinderer one. 0562. $292. Only $300 and it's yours, Palmer. Yeah, ask Santa. Yeah, I have a really hard time spending that kind of money on a knife without holding it first, because I've bought a couple knives and I've held a couple knives. I've been lucky enough to hey, I want to hold, lucky enough to be able to try it before I buy it, go to a show or something like that and hold it, and been really surprised with either action, fit, feel once I actually had it in hand and not be able to do it. I really love a lot of Chavez designs. Every Chavez I've held, I have not enjoyed really at all, and they've never done anything for me. But I have a Chavez shirt and I've got a hat, and I'll support him that way because I think he's doing some great stuff, and I think his knives look awesome. They're just not for me, so they just kind of missed the mark for me a little bit there. So that's one. Ed, what is up? Welcome. I don't think I've seen you before, but it's nice to have you here. Sold your 0562. Good knife. Just have too many. Got in the way of the flipper only knives. I don't like flipper only knives either. And that's probably why I would stay away from the 0562. No knife shops near you, just gun stores, and they just carry BM, Kershaw, ZT, and Spyderco, anything other than those brands. Your SOL. Well, thanks for swinging by, Ed. I'm glad you're here. This isn't our normal night, so if you want to swing back by, we usually do a Wednesday night snacking, work knife balance, but I had some free time tonight, so I decided to jump on and see what's going on, but I'm glad you're here. Yeah, Palmer, that's kind of my big thing too, is especially when I was down in Arizona, there weren't a lot of knife shows and there weren't a lot of knife shops. There was one really good one right by me, AZ USA Blade Works, down in Sahuarita, Arizona, just south of Tucson. But other than that, it was gun shops or big box stores like Cabela's, REI, Sportsman's Warehouse, Dick's, and they just carry traditional American-made knives like Benchmade, Spyderco, Kershaw, ZT, like you mentioned. You'll always get your like CRK and Gerber and stuff like that as well. But yeah. 0562 is better than the XM18 in your opinion? I think that's probably a minority opinion. I haven't held both, so I can't say one way or another, but I know people love the XM18. But 0562 is kind of like you said, it's a one-trick pony. You can only use the flipper on it, so I could see how that would turn people away because of that. So the XM18 for the most part is a flipper only as well on a lot of variations. So I do think the Bowie flipper though, knife nut that you get is Bowie flipperless. The Bowie XM18 flipperless 3.5 should be pretty sweet. Knife shop in your town doesn't carry really much. It's kind of what got you into YouTube, knife community, trying to look and learn what's out there. I do think that there's some really good things too about like the Blade Binge. Like you've got Blade Binge. What's up, Stevie? To help build some of the knife community and stuff like that. Because if you don't have knife shops around you and you can't buy all these super expensive knives, and you don't have a community around you, you've got opportunities like Blade Binge to get good knives secondhand. Or what's that Facebook group? Trees and Knives
and Trees.
Knives and Trees. Knives and Trees.
Corey Palmer runs that.
Oh. Wait, Arnie Palmer?
No. Corey Palmer is his name.
Corey Palmer. I thought you said Arnie Palmer. I was like Arnold Palmer, like the golfer runs.
No.
That would be awesome. Yeah, if you all haven't checked it out, Stevie told me about it about 6 months ago or so, and there's some really good deals on there.
I'm sorry, it's Corey Frost. Corey Palmer is something different. Corey Frost.
Corey Frost. Okay. Yeah, it's a really, really good way to get some good knives for cheap.
Yeah, Joe, that's awesome to be able to have SMKW right there, man.
See, that's kind of why like I've also slowed down a ton in my purchasing. I said 6, it's really more like 10 this year so far, but that's better than it was. And that's where I think slowing down has helped me. Like, I want to try this before I buy it, because too many knives I've bought and they just sit there, and now they're going to be for sale in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
My knives will go for sale, and they're funding Maddie's Way to Blade Show. I'm going to do that to hopefully get people to buy it, even though it's not really going to fund Maddie's Way to Blade Show. It's going to just put money in my pocket to buy more stuff for Maddie. Like when we go to Blade Show. Yeah, like when we go to Blade Show, I'll buy him like stickers and stuff. What if Maddie's not going to watch this video, so it's okay. He's not going to see this. But I would really like to come up with something that I do. Oh, that's cool, said Stevie. I'd really like to come up with something that I can do every day to like play a joke on Maddie. Like each day put a sticker on his back that he doesn't know about. Like a kick me sticker, but it like says something different. But it has to be more unique than that. Like this is still ingredients on the table. We haven't even started making the dough to have a fully baked idea here with good bread. Glitter. To a different method of delivery for glitter each day. Like one day you just throw it at him, another day have it in a bucket that'll fall on him, another day put it in like a cookie and make it and see if he eats it.
I think the kick me sign is better.
I think it would be hilarious if you ate a cookie with glitter and didn't realize it, and then you took a shit later.
We're gonna get no deposit. We're getting no deposit back on the Airbnb.
because there's glitter everywhere. Cheeto wants me to do something different.
Oh. Glitter is the best.
Still haven't bought a knife. Been well over a year. Sold off 90% of your collection. Growing in content with what I have again.
I've still only bought 2 knives this year.
Yeah,
I'm more into modding, right? Modding stuff that I currently have.
I'm more into drawing
Like
designs right now. Like I've been drawing. Like I've got 3 other designs that I'm working on because I would really like to finish the Rango and then bring like the Esk to the market, and then bring 1 or 2 others to the market as well. And that's what I've been focusing on. But I've got like work and kids and all that other stuff like you do too. But oh crap, Maddie's here. Oh crap, Maddie's here. You had no idea. Oh, he was just talking. Yeah, Maddie, I'm live. It's crazy. That's all I was talking about is I'm live. Don't go back and watch nothing. Ha ha. Oh, hey, Maddie. Woo. Just went live for fun.
Just for the smell of it.
Yeah, just for the halibut. That's another good one.
My mom used to have a shirt that said something. It was a Seattle, just for the halibut, something or other. Soma Thing tells me I should go back and watch.
Good thing we weren't talking about you. Something tells me I should go back and watch.
They were talking about you.
Steven just comes out and says it. We were talking about you. It had to do with me, and Stevie's idea was to put glitter all over you.
Yes. Go back and watch.
Cheeto wanted us to just be polite, and I definitely didn't talk about cooking items with glitter in it and trying to get you to eat them.
It's the gift that keeps on giving from Joe.
Duh. That's why we would do it. I'm going to show up in Salt Lake City, and Maddie's just going to like open the door and then close the door because he'd be like, nope, no glitter allowed. Need to have you searched before you come in. Make sure there's no glitter. Oh, do you have it on?
Oh, yeah, I do. This is new. Neck fork. Neck fork. It still blows my mind that you can 3D print titanium.
I think it's absolutely amazing. Oh, hold on real quick. I want to show you something. Be right back.
How long am I holding on for? And I'll be holding on to you. Ooh, speaking of which, if any of you guys know that song, Holding On To You, I'll be going and seeing the band perform live that wrote that song. I'm going to see 21 Pilots on Thursday. That'll be our 5th time seeing them live in the last... Well, 2016 was the first time we saw them live. So 5 times in 6 years. It's not too bad.
I'm back. I made it.
Yay!
Maddie, are you still here? Because I got this to show you. It's my rock. This is a piece of petrified wood. It's actually surprisingly light for how big it is, and it's crazy. I picked this up. I got this on a hike that I went to. I've got a couple rocks that I picked up from hikes in places that shall not be named, but you can pick up rocks in and take them home with you, and it's not against any sort of regulations or laws to remember them by. So I got different rocks from hikes that I go to. There's this old Irish
companies that's 3D printing.
sentiment. I don't know. It's like a tradition where you give a rock to someone and it's supposed to mean something like, hey, I'm gonna carry this. Like you take the rock and it's supposed to mean something like they went to the bottom of the lake to get a rock. Like you get a rock from some sort of water and it's supposed to be like, hey, I'd go to the bottom of the depths for you to bring this back type thing and carry your weight for you type thing. And my dad started giving me rocks when we went on camping trips and stuff like that to remind things. So I started collecting them from that. But that's all we're going to talk about rocks.
That's kind of smart, just to give someone a rock as a gift, and then just make up some crazy story about it.
It's true. It's true.
Be like, oh man, I know it's just a rock, but some dude scuba dived for like 4 hours to try to get this.
It's a true story.
Back, and I'm giving it specifically to you. Like,
It's a true story. It's a true story. What happened?
Meanwhile, it's just a rock.
It's a very important rock. It's a special rock. Mm-hmm.
It is. No, it's very special.
Mm-hmm. Save a rock talk on Saturdays.
21 Pilots is very underrated, I believe. Although they've won a Grammy or two, so they might not be that underrated. But
I was going to say, I don't think you can call them underrated. In, what was it, 2019? They were one of the most popular bands, and they won their Grammy in 2019, 2018, something like that.
Yeah. I don't know anyone else that listens to them. Like, my daughter got me into them.
21 Pilots?
I mean, yeah. I don't know anybody that actually listens to them.
I listen to them still.
They just released their newest album. They just released in May. Clancy is awesome. It's amazing. Their last album might be their best one. I think Scaled and Icy.
Wow.
And then they have like a whole lore like built into their albums and everything about like this fictional world and everything. It's great. And they put on an amazing, and honestly, one of the best live shows I've ever been to. I've had the Maddie will be like, "Ooh, I'm Stevie. I'm bragging about all the concerts I've been to." In my years, I've got to see pretty much everybody, all the big acts, and I put them up there, their live shows, with one of the best live performance of all times. But Palmer, who listens to the radio though?
I frequent the AM stations quite often. Not only do I listen to radio, but I listen to AM radio.
But you don't listen to the radio for music.
No, I listen to the radio for sports.
Right. Terrestrial radio died.
I don't know what it is, but my teeth on this side, the saltwater taffy just sticks to it like crazy. My teeth on this side, it's like it comes right off.
You need to establish maybe one side is kind of more work oriented and the other one's more personal. Maybe you need to establish, a work tooth balance.
One of them's too clingy, the other one's super disconnected.
Yeah.
Man. It's Cue Ball's in Arizona, right?
Cue Ball will be here next week.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, because you guys went to the same high school.
Yeah, he's from here, Marysville. I haven't responded to him yet. He probably thinks I'm a dick. But
that's okay, Mark. Stevie's been doing enough for all of us.
He's here. You've never been to a concert? Well, you know what? I've been to them all. So, sucks to be you, Mark. Because I go very few. Very few these days. I don't like being around people. Now I'm going to a show that's going to be 50,000+ people. But we're going down to Seattle early. It's at the world's worst named arena, Climate Pledge Arena, formerly Key Arena.
It's actually a pretty sweet arena, though.
No, it is.
But Climate Pledge is a dumb name.
Yes. But we're going to go down to Seattle early and do the Seattle Center and go to Mopop, the Museum of Pop, formerly EMP.
When we were at Climate Pledge last time, I overheard someone talking about how they almost named it Net Zero Arena.
They did almost name it Net Zero.
And I was like, that would have been 1,000 times better than Climate Pledge Arena. Because you could be like, hey, let's head to Net Zero.
Yes, Cheeto. I have seen Dinosaur Jr. I saw Dinosaur Jr. With Del the Funky Homo Sapien on a little they were part of the Judgment Night soundtrack. Together, they did a little tour together.
Red Rock.
Name a band I've seen at least 94 times in person. Smoked. Matthew.
Each minute is a time that you've seen them. So it was just a 94-minute concert.
I've never seen anyone 94 times, but I have seen Mudhoney 25 times. That's the most I've ever seen a band.
Butt Huggy?
Mudhoney?
Oh. I have seen Butt Huggy 25 times.
Never seen Butt Huggy.
That's good. I don't think they're a real band. I'm just gonna say that. But I'm gonna open this second package.
You should definitely do that.
Because I keep smushing it in my hands. Man, Lute did such a good job with this knife. Clydesdale. His newest one that just came out as well with
Hydra.
Kubi, yeah.
Yeah.
That thing's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it is.
Speak of the devil, we've got a Vosteed and a Kubi.
Ooh.
Let's see what this one is. I like when they put a name on it and not just like a bunch of stuff. Oh, hey.
Is it the Hydra? Hydro?
No, it's not. I forget what this one is. I forget what this one is, but I really like this one.
Was that a hollow ground Tanto?
Yeah.
Compound grind?
Yep, compound grind. Flat coming off, hollow right here.
Wow, I actually really like that blade profile.
Mm-hmm. And I really like that they did the accent here to match some of the accent there. I like the milled grenade pattern. This feels way more premium than it probably is.
Oh, that's a
M390.
low design? Really, Maddie?
M390. James Low Design. I think he's right, actually. Because it
He did the Huntsman.
He did?
Yeah.
That's who did the Huntsman? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've known James for
Baby Shark.
Well before I was on YouTube or anything. I've known James for a long time. Probably at least like 5 years. He's also one of the people that helped me when I before I sold any beard oil. When I sent out all my testers,
Mm-hmm.
I spent $30 on shipping or something to send him, because he's in Australia, to send him a beard oil sample. And then that Kiwi never bought any. Or no, maybe he did. Did I ever ship to Australia, Joe? I think maybe he did.
KB294A. You're wrong.
Oh.
Never gonna remember it. Maddie, do you know what the name of this knife is? I'll find out here after the live, but
Palmer, who's your uncle and why was he playing Red Rocks? I like that. I really like that that blade profile.
yeah. I really like the little ramp up here as well. You know, took my finger down. It's not like a hard edge, but it feels good naturally. The jimpings, Maddie would really like this. There's really big jimping on the backside, but this little like ramp edge, you can get your thumb in there really nice too if you needed to. Good grip, both on front and back. This is actually
the blade shape a little. I know it's not as equestrian phallic as the Grismo Norseman, but kind of.
But the Norseman has way more of a recurve on the underside.
But it's kind of the same tip, right?
Mm-hmm. It is a very similar tip, but yeah, because of that recurve on the underside, it makes the tip look very mushroom bulbous.
Yeah, some people describe it as a, I think,
horse
what
wiener.
What are they called? Horse cock.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to be nice. That's why I said equestrian phallic.
I just said mushroom bulbous.
Did you ever see Brendan Smalls in Deathlock? No.
Yeah, 94 times. I like that one. That's a good one. You know what sucks? I'm gonna have to make these videos. It doesn't suck, but I actually like making the videos. I just hate editing the videos.
Editing sucks.
I know a lot of people don't want AI to do stuff like that, but if I had AI to do something like that, I would be very happy. Nope.
Sorry to disappoint, Cheeto.
This is another Vosteed. I probably won't even do a video on this one because there's nothing.
It's got a thumb disc on it.
Yeah, it's got a thumb disc on it. It's cool, but yeah. Out of these four, yeah, crossbar lock. Out of these 4 knives, I'll probably do a video on 2 of them. Very disappointment. I'm out.
Sorry, Cheeto.
Called the inner flow. You're called the inner flow.
By the way, I've been drinking lemon lime zero sugar soda with unsweetened black tea all day, and it's very yummy. I did it on accident initially. Although I did that Sprite challenge a while ago where you leave the tea bags in there and then drink it. It was good, but I accidentally did this. I've been drinking lemon lime soda and been making a lot of homebrew and accidentally mixed the two. It's good. I like it. I like it a lot.
We did. I took Ashley to Galby Burger. I really like Galby Burger. We took Ashley to Galby Burger last week and got her. We did some of the, what's it called? Forget what it's called. That soda pop that they have there.
You know, that's what started the whole hipster.
I know.
Thing with Cole.
The small artisanal.
Yeah.
It was when we talked about that soda pop, and there's this artisanal soda. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called too, but it's good.
Yeah, and I mixed their vanilla with like a black cherry, and it was
the black cherry is. And they also have a zero sugar cola. That's really good.
Yeah.
It's
Renegade?
No.
Is it called Renegade? No, it's not Renegade.
No.
It's something.
I'll
figure it out tomorrow.
It's small batch in the sense that I make a tea bag and 4 cups of boiling water. Yeah, but it's generic Safeway Select black tea. It's not artisanal.
Cheetos for Barthamon. Cheeto, did you make another channel?
He changed his name.
No, because he'd still be a moderator if he changed his name. It's a different Cheeto.
Oh, that's right. He did. That was from when I had put him in timeout before. Not quite an Arnold Palmer.
Close though.
Similar.
Arnold Palmer is one of my favorite drinks. Ah!
Whoa. Did something just break?
Yeah. My golden peace sign hands. I just pulled a thing and it fell over. I've had that peace sign hand for like 7 years.
And
moved all across the country with it. I just broke it. There's no more peace.
You were this close to losing your shit, weren't you?
I was.
You look like it. It looked like you were about to just lose it, then you dialed way back real quick. Props to you for that.
I was. I really love that. I really, really love that peace sign thing, but it is what it is. More pieces. Not now, Joe. Not now.
If you go back and watch it, there was a split second there where it looked like you were about to completely lose it.
What's up?
Hello, ladies.
Hello, Martha Farction.
I came to bug Stevie for a minute. I was gonna go to bed.
You came to bug me?
Yeah.
What's up, Longbone?
What's up?
I was gonna go to bed and I did one last scout of YouTube and saw you guys was live.
I just randomly jumped on. I was like, I got nothing tonight. I'm not working tomorrow, so I'm gonna jump on because I missed a couple weeks.
Well, this means I don't have to go live tomorrow, so it works out.
Were you drinking from a Stein?
Yeah.
Nice.
Fuck,
Jesus Christ.
God.
Is that like a 3D printed freaking plastic? Like, that's ridiculous.
It's a normal
this.
stung.
I've had this forever, and I lost it, and I recently found it. But you know what? It keeps bugs out of it, and my hands don't warm up the can.
What kind of bugs you got in your place that you're worried about them getting into your soda pop?
Scorpions.
Scorpions.
Oh man, not again. These freaking scorpions always getting in my soda pop.
How many times have you been stung? Cheeto, stop making accounts.
Cheeto weighing the account.
I've actually never been stung by a scorpion. I can always find them before I get stung.
I've never been stung either. I was only there for a year, a little over a year. But in that time I was there, I knew someone who'd been stung 3 times. And I was like, how are you so bad at scorpions? Like, you've lived here your whole life. And I've been here a little over a year and never been stung. And I see them all the times. Yet you seem to get stung very frequently. Like, you're not cut out for Arizona. You need to leave.
Arizona's not for you, bub.
Yeah.
What am I talking about?
I'm curious where you accidentally misplaced it. You said you thought you lost it. Like, where did you accidentally?
I found it in the cupboard.
Yeah, it seems like a real great place to misplace things.
You
Man,
guys
it
are
was
just
put
jealous.
away.
Look at that. It's even decorated on top.
I thought you had literally. I didn't catch that it was a can in there. I thought you had an actual stein.
To be honest, Stevie, I love beer steins, but I have yet to find one that my hand fits into.
Oh yeah, they're usually pretty tight to the. Yep,
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
I used to go to like antique stores and pawn shops and stuff to try to find one. Could never get my hand.
I have one that I picked up at Oktoberfest. It's in storage though. I never got it out of storage. But yeah, no, I know what you mean. It's hard to find one.
Yep. You have to after every drink.
There you go, Cheeto. Now you can time him out.
Someone asked for Kyle's link. There we go. Put a couple. Take your choice.
Insane. You know what's funny about breaking that stupid peace sign is I was literally just talking with Ashley earlier today about how I try to be graceful and quiet. I'm a very just loud, like clumsy human being. Like, I will kick things and stand on things, and I'll be like, I'm gonna be real quiet. I'm just gonna go over here, and then I'll like kick the bed, knock something off a shelf, and then fall over on my ass. And I'll stand up and I'll be like, I'm so sorry. I'll be quiet. She's like, you can't be quiet.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Oh, Palmer, you missed it? Hang on. I got you. I got you. Right there. And there. And there.
Palmer, if you miss it, you can just scroll up.
No, it's good. I'll just keep putting it. It's fine. I don't mind. It's no big deal. Anything for Kyle.
It's what Kyle would want.
It's what, yeah.
It's what Kyle would have wanted. Like, he's not sitting in the chat right there.
Kyle was begging us to put the links in. We were like, no.
More pieces.
Don't leave, Kyle. Don't leave.
That sounds like a personal problem, Palmer.
I have to burp. I no longer have to burp.
Because you just burped.
Uh-huh.
I was deceived by this one last time. It's white with blue, orange, and black. And I put it in my mouth and it tastes like black licorice. But I don't know why there would be blue and orange on it.
Blue and orange. That's the black licorice flavor, isn't it?
Literally just said that.
Doth my taste buds deceive me?
I was
don't know.
deceived by it
I
last
didn't
time.
hear the first half of what you said.
Yeah, I put it.
I'm just
Last time I was
guessing.
deceived.
I like to just imagine what you might have said.
I usually just listen to the last half of a sentence and try to figure out what the person was saying. And if I can't, we just
Yeah.
guess.
Screw it. You got a 1 in 5 million chance that you'll be right.
I usually try and give someone the answer and guess the question that they're going to tell me.
Like before they ask the question?
Mhm.
So randomly you just walk down the street and be like, Stegosaurus.
Yeah. Yep, pretty much.
Did you guys,
Hmm.
and is Steve Clare here, did you guys see Steve's message?
About him showing up and then going to bed?
No.
On the Blade Show West one.
Mhm.
I have not.
He wants to go in the mountains.
Oh. That's a jaunt. That's a lot of driving back and forth.
Dude,
And I don't even have a vehicle. So
You'll get clapped.
I don't know.
We just had a conversation earlier tonight, but I'm gonna be going, and I've got Thursday through Monday off. But Monday is Ezra's birthday, so I think I'm gonna fly myself there on Wednesday and then fly home on Saturday, so we can do Sunday and Monday with Ezra for the family. But I'm gonna fly home Saturday night, like midnight.
No, that doesn't work for us. Sorry.
So shut up.
It doesn't,
So I'll be there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
You know, I'm doing one of those days doing something for Eli's birthday while I'm up there.
When's Eli's birthday?
On the 18th. Oh, we figured out what we're doing for his birthday party, and some of you nerds like me are going to appreciate it. We decided that he's going to have an old-fashioned LAN party.
Oh, yeah.
Rocks! No, he's going to have friends.
A what?
They're going to bring computers. They're going to play video games all night. I'll order like a 6-foot sub or a pizza.
Are you doing this in Salt Lake?
No, that'll be here at
Oh.
home.
You're going to bring his friends to have a LAN party in Salt Lake?
Cole.
It's called a
Yeah.
lamb?
LAN.
Lamb.
LAN. Local Area Network. Come on, Cole. Back me
Lamb.
up.
Lamb? Are you
Like chops.
lamb?
Chops.
Like are you saying like the sheep, like a sheep?
Can
Lamb.
someone help on the lamb?
There's a lamb.
Pan?
We're gonna gather around and listen to Lamb of God.
Pan? Are you saying pan?
Cole and Cheeto. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I knew I can count on you guys.
Nerds. Cool. That sounds
My
like
wife
an
just
awesome
emailed
time.
me an article. It says 5 million worth of meth disguised as watermelons found at California Customs checkpoint.
That's a spicy watermelon.
Yeah. Makes me second guess all those like roadside vegetable and fruit stands now.
Cheeto did
Really?
a 2-day LAN party. Like straight?
You need a wet sock?
I don't need a wet sock.
You need a wet sock?
Where was that breakfast place you out? Wasn't that like 10 years ago, Cheeto? I don't know.
Cheeto, you going to West?
No, he lives in Los Angeles, and a lot of times I get like Los Angeles restaurants. So I'm like, oh, Cheeto, this looks good. You should go. One of them was a really good breakfast spot.
I think I told you my feed is filled with all crazy stuff from the Phoenix area. Like,
See, mine's
Phoenix
filled with Los
crazy
Angeles.
breakfast. Mine's all Phoenix stuff.
But let me know if you find some good stuff. In
There's not much good
Glade
in
Show
Phoenix.
West, though, we're all gonna eat some eggs Benedicts. I know that.
I hope so.
That's
Where
how we
at?
started that Blade Show when I went.
There is a spot right around the corner. I forget
The
what it's called.
steakhouse, the steakhouse at the Hilton.
Oh,
No,
Oh,
no. It has something to do with eggs.
do it, Kyle.
is it at the Rose Palace every year?
The Salt Palace.
Salt. I asked if it was at the Rose Palace.
So 2022 was the first year that it was there.
Really?
Was the first, yeah, because it was all California and Portland. It was like, was it Long Beach? Where was it at in California?
Long Beach.
Yeah, it was in Long Beach,
That's what I
and
went.
then in Portland. Salt. Yeah, 2022 was the first year they moved it to, or maybe it was 2021. No, it was 2022.
I guess that's.
Was it-
I guess I just thought that it had been there longer, and they switched to like Portland and stuff, and then came back. But okay.
No, I think of it. I went to it in Portland back in. I didn't even know what it was. Like late 90s. I think that's what it was.
2008 was the first one that I ever like knew of. The first one I went to was last year, and I always wanted to go to them. But the first one I like heard of was in 2008.
But yeah, this will be the third year in Salt Lake City.
Okay.
Knife Nut. Welcome to Stevie's world.
Huh?
He refuses to type out pickle as well.
I'm tired
Marinated.
of getting all the
cucumber.
marinated cucumber.
Yeah, that's what you jerks get.
He doesn't want to type it because it'll show up on his phone. But if I keep saying pickle, it'll show up. Pickle, pickle, pickle. Delicious pickles.
6-month probation. Hi.
Oh.
Cheeto, there is that place run by people with disabilities. Stevie.
Are you talking about Dairy Queen? I couldn't even keep a straight face on that one.
Oh,
I
the Dairy Queen one's pretty good. I don't know. Are you La Habra? Why is Cheeto asking if he's La Habra? That's his gangsta name.
that's Spanish for
It's not
the
Habra.
Habra.
It's not Habra. The H, you don't go ha.
That's
Just pretend
true.
there's no H. La
It'd be a
Abra.
J. So he's La Abra.
Mhm. La Abra.
I'm El Nino.
My name's Jeff.
What was the name of that restaurant that Stevie laughed at? All those people just trying to make a life for themselves, overcome their challenges. So hilarious.
I ordered this with no pickles. What are you? Oh,
Jeez, Stevie.
sorry. I didn't realize you actually are. My bad.
Oh. Cheeto,
Abra
Cheeto is a
Spanish word.
Pokemon?
The Abra.
Cheeto is a Pokemon.
That was real creative. They just took the H off of it. Sorry, I didn't realize.
Stevie has no soul.
I do too.
Very tainted soul. And I don't even want to laugh at it.
You did. You can't
Kyle's
take it
right
back
there
nor
with you,
give it.
too. And Kyle, that would be an awesome name for it.
Down for the cause.
Well, there's the cook on
Better than Down
Instagram
for the
named
Count.
Downright Delicious.
Mm-hmm. It's better than Down for the Count. Oh,
I'm trying to find anything about California there, Cheeto. There was the one that had the good breakfast burritos, and then the one that had that really good sandwich.
Sandwiches are good.
There's a
Sandwiches are my
breakfast
favorite
spot.
delivery method.
There's a breakfast spot with Pokemon. Let's see. Isn't there a way to go into like your chat and see the things you've sent? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Hmm. Are you sending me a reel right now while I'm trying to look for delicious breakfast?
I just started scrolling as well, and then I saw it, and I was like, I'll send this to Maddie real quick.
Don't you have a live to be running?
I do, but I was looking at the reel, so I was looking at that real quick.
I'm gonna go live, but let me browse Instagram for a minute.
It's a real lightweight live. I gotta fix this. This drives me crazy. I really like this knife, but it's this blade comes so loose.
Use the Vibratite.
Well, I've Loctited it a couple times.
No, Vibratite.
What's the difference?
One's good for fighting vibrations, and it's better than Loctite on a knife.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Prove it.
I was gonna
I
say I
will
think
prove
they're
it.
made of the same stuff.
They're different.
Does your rock wall pass the spine whack test?
Yeah, because my lock comes like all the way over.
Oh,
I have like 100% lockup on this thing, and so I will. I'm gonna get in trouble for being loud again.
Is the Rockwell one of them that fails?
oh yeah.
It has. Mhm.
I need to check mine then. Let's find out.
I bet you yours does.
It probably does. Mine was one of their earlier batches.
Mine
That's
does.
why
Let's find out.
I think that's why I have such a problem. Is honestly because the lockup comes so far over.
Failed first whack.
Yep. Very, very light.
It does it every time too.
Yep.
And I have pretty good lockup on mine.
Ours, and if I'm not mistaken, ours were like born on the same date too.
We got
'Cause we
ours
got 'em
together
both.
the exact same day.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it fails
But
every time.
I had mine for well over a year and a half and carried it and used it before I found out that it did that.
Well, I usually use the sharp end of the blade, so it's fine.
That's good to use that end.
It's been a while since I used this knife. I got it because of cue ball.
That's the only reason why I got mine too.
And it's better than cue balls now.
I'm gonna say this. I'm kind of ashamed to say it, but I'll say it. This is the one knife that I got because of Cry-State. I was like, dang, that knife looks really good. I really want to get one.
Oh,
You gonna buy his mustache knife?
Nope,
Why?
because I don't want it. I don't like it.
Just say you hate Tri-State. Just say it.
I don't hate him though,
Just say it.
but I don't hate him.
Just say it. I need to clip that part and send it to him.
He has no idea who I am. So if you clip it and send it to him, he'll be like, "Who cares?"
I'll say this guy represents 83% of the community.
83% of the
83%.
community. It's a large percent of the community for me to represent. I'm going to take this knife apart and then I'm going to forget that I took it apart. And it's just going to sit out here. And then my kid's going to come out here. And then it's going to,
Old Yeller me.
yeah.
how much was his knife?
It's a good question. I didn't even look at it. Does anybody know how much it was? Palmer, you probably know.
Wasn't it around 200? Aroundish?
I don't know.
I could not fit in 83% of the community's luggage. I'm a big person.
I will meet you one day and we will find out.
I'm not as
Actually,
big.
like 40 something days.
I'm not as big as Maddie, but I'm bigger than the average American. Maddie's just much bigger than the average American. I did not realize how tall you were. And then Stevie was like, "Oh yeah." And then I think someone on one of my lives was like, "Pay attention next time Katie walks in on one of his lives. He's sitting in a chair and she's standing up next to him."
Okay, that's true. Yeah. I never noticed that.
Yeah.
300 for his knife.
Oh yeah, Cole. That makes sense. Good job. You're talking about Cole. I got it, Kyle.
Go buy the Aurelia. Go support Sharif.
I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy.
I wipe my own butt.
I wipe my own ass. $300. 300 for his knife?
I mean, isn't that the going price for a titanium
An influencer's knife?
frame lock at this point?
Yeah, I guess so. It just doesn't seem worth it on a lot of those knives.
Good for him. Did he sell out? I'm sure he did.
He has a pre-order and it won't ship for like 6 months, he said.
Oh,
Why so long?
That's what she said.
oh,
Not to me, but
that
she
is
said
that is what she said.
Dang, Cole. Dang, Kyle.
Is it I assume it's like is it a Best Tech OEM knife?
I don't remember who.
I believe it is Best Tech, yes. Colholio Jinx.
Mark Parks, you got it. Knife Nut, you got it. See, that's fine. My biggest issue with it is that mustache on the side. I don't dig that mustache.
I don't
But
even.
I
remember what it
also
looks
I don't like a lot of billboarding on knives.
Do you
I
think?
wish my Phoenix didn't have any.
Do you
I
think?
do.
Do you think his mustache is real, or do you think it's implants?
I don't know. Nothing about that guy is real, so who knows?
That's why I'm asking.
I'll say it's real. But unlike me, he probably can't grow a beard.
You know, I talk crap, but he is a said Stevie beard oil, and he got lemon beard balm and Pacific Northwest oil. I was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Those lemon and pine really, like, you're gonna smell like a freaking cleaning product."
Pine-Sol. Kyle.
Each their own.
It will not have a goatee. I actually have news about the Orion. Contrary to what I want, a lot of people will get what they want. They want to make it shorter. They want to make it legal for everyone.
So they're going to keep it like 3.2 something?
Yeah, 3.3 inches is going to be the blade. So I'll talk about them on live tomorrow. But basically, they said it'll sell better if it's shorter. But if it sells well, they'll do my full-size variant later.
Oh, okay.
So
That's fair.
it kind of is, but I also have to do a gamble because if it doesn't sell, I don't get the full-size variant.
Yeah.
That's when you take all that money and you invest it into New Jersey Steel Baron.
Oh, a New
You
Jersey Steel Baron.
Get some made.
It is pretty lucrative.
New
Sure it
Jersey
is.
Steel is not lucrative.
Well, Stevie said use a New Jersey Steel Baron. They're probably cheaper than the usual Pittsburgh Steel Barons.
No, New Jersey Knife Baron is where you can send them your stuff. They'll make everything and then ship you all the parts.
Oh,
and then you
really?
assemble. Mm-hmm.
That's a real
Just
thing.
send them like the CAD file, essentially.
They'll even do the CAD file for you. They'll do it for you once for no charge.
That's cool.
But if there's changes, then I don't know what they charge. But
Thank you, Big Balls, Little Shaft. I hope they make it longer too.
Please tell me that's like coal or something. Thank you, Big Balls, Little Shaft.
But no, New Jersey Steel Baron is so you have to, it's one of those places that Shane's talked about them a lot. You got to invest, in the product itself, but they'll make everything for a pretty reasonable price, and then, you have to, do the, assembly and everything, and then ship everything out yourself and all that. So that's definitely a lot to it, but
Save some money though.
for sure.
If someone were to
But-
do that, you could do what KC does. Have like a knife assembly little party thing.
We could up here. I don't know if you could down there. There's not as many people.
Thanks for pointing out how alone I am. I hope Big Balls Little Shaft lives near my.
You're welcome.
Whoever that is amazing.
balls.
Ah, Big Balls Little Shaft.
That's not true, Kyle. He's got the freak shows.
He does.
Okay. I think I just took this apart and messed with it a little bit. Feels better.
Does it feel better?
It's smooth. It's nice. I bet it fails a spine whack now though. Too tight.
I really like the rock wall. I don't end up carrying it.
It's one I actually really like the design, but
Yeah, I like everything about it. I truly, and even though it disappoints me that mine's got lock failure on it, but I still enjoy it.
So Cole,
Mine didn't
aka Big Balls Little
the
Shaft.
inside's at 07 of 22, so it's a newer rock wall.
Yeah.
Was your what the crap am I talking about referring to Cheetos regrind?
Oh, on that Formax?
Yeah. I like it. The only thing is the words have been cut off and it's
Yeah,
bugging me.
yeah. I figured that you would say that.
I saw what you said and then I scrolled up and saw it. And after seeing what you said, I was like, yeah, that bugs me now too.
That's what I saw that before the regrind. But just get it stonewashed or something.
Then you won't see it as much. Acid wash.
It should take it off. That's what I would do because it's Here, let me share my screen real quick there. Work now.
Just soak it in some wink for
That way people
a
can
little bit.
see what I'm talking about. See that? See, it says Formax Scout, but part of it is missing. But the regrind itself looks awesome. But this right here, I don't know, just
TIOTG.
throw it on the ground. That's the Torcido back there, right?
The Aries.
This is a Satu grind or Terry. Wait, what does it say? Satu regrind Terry.
So I think Satu did a regrind. He got it from Terry.
Okay.
I heard Dave Satu talking about charging $40 for regrinds, and I am gonna send him this. I just got to get in touch with him.
Is that the 3-inch?
That's what she said, but
That's your
no,
Bigfoot one?
yeah.
Stevie, yeah, that would be awesome. A hollow grind or full flat?
No, hollow.
That would be cool.
He did Crispies and turned it into a compound grind where it kept the tip, and then just did a hollow throughout.
See, that's cool. Megaron Knives, new strong knife. Oh, I didn't see that, Cole. That looks nice.
The super chunky one.
I like the chunky.
Thick boy.
Say what now?
The Migron one that was in the mind meld there.
Here, I'll share my screen again. Here you go.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah, I like that one.
I'll be honest. I think Migron's quality's dropped a little bit.
Don't be honest. Lie to me.
The last 2 or 3 that I've held, I haven't been as thrilled with. You know what I am thrilled with? This oil. I really like this stuff.
Yeah, no?
Put some in your mouth.
No, it's Leprechaun. I don't know. I found it on Amazon when Nano went up by like $6, and it had the tip like Nano. I like this better than the dripper bottles because I think it's more precise, and I really like it.
I'd show you mine, but it's gone forever.
That's what you should do, Stevie. You should figure out how to make, from beard oils, you should figure out how to make like oil like that.
You can. As is.
That's what I'm saying. You should just market it differently. Well, do that.
I never ended up putting it out. I don't remember what happened to it, but I did a disassembly video where I used my beard oil. Yeah. It's thicker. I mean, yeah, I could just repurpose it.
Would you need to thin it?
Maybe a little bit.
But not too much. Kind of depends on the knife, I guess. And the action that you want.
Taste it.
No, don't do that.
Taste
the biscuit?
Taste the biscuit.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
You have 4 regrinds by Dave? Dang.
That's pretty cool.
The only one I've seen is that the one that Steve had that he gifted to Forrest. The Arma?
The Migron.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Arma.
And it was awesome.
Mm-hmm. That's the only Satu you've seen, like, been able to hold?
Yeah.
That was really well done.
Yeah. I have seen some of his other mods though. Like early on. You know, the Max Ace Babylon. He did so Brandon Thrasher had that knife and he had some issues with it and he had sent it to Dave and Dave did like he fixed like something with the pocket clip. I don't know, he did like 3 mods on it that were awesome.
I remember that one.
And then he had sent me one of his ZTs where he took off the carbon fiber scale and put on a titanium scale of his own. And this is all this is like 3-year-old stuff.
Doesn't
yeah,
seem
that
like
was
it that long ago.
The box of knives that he sent me was 3 years ago, man.
I remember that box. There was some stuff in there.
Yeah, he had his Satu custom in there that he had done stuff to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sent me a bunch of US. At the time, I hadn't experienced a lot of good US stuff, so he sent me a big old case of US stuff to check out. One of them was the ZT-0850, which I absolutely fell in love with and ended up buying it from him. I love that knife.
I don't know what that one was.
Yeah. Not here, but it's in my office. It's the smoothest washer knife I have. You'd never know that it's on washers.
What is it? 850?
The 0850.
0850.
I got to Google it.
It's a I think it's a Sinkovich design.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I know that one. That one is pretty cool.
It's got like a weird sheep's footy type blade.
Yeah. Sinkovich Rexford.
Rexford, that's the other one, yeah.
Does ZT typically do washers? They don't typically do washers. They've got a pretty good balance, right?
They got a pretty, yeah, I'd say they do a good mix of both. A lot of their washers are also like the plastic.
Oh.
Plastic with like bigger ball bearings in them. The taco, like I think the taco style.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think like a lot of skiffs fit in ZT knives. I could be wrong, but
I like tacos. Do you guys want to see my latest EDC acquisition?
Yes.
Steven loved it.
I'm gonna hate it.
Is it a rock?
My pickle fork.
Did you find one? Nice.
No, I bought this.
No, but you were looking for like a really long pick.
I was, but I couldn't find a good pick. So I bought this. This is a pack of 5 for like $7.
The titanium?
But it's actually like it's stainless steel, I think.
That's good.
Although it's anode, but They say it's a pickle fork, but it's also good for olives and fruit. Things in jars. Because I like snacking on olives too. Especially
Bet
when
you
it's
could get
stuffed with
boogers
cheese.
with it too.
Oh,
You
you probably
know,
could.
if you wanted to get some titanium, like picks, like longer, hit up Mama Mayhem McGee. She makes those hair picks that like double as like like weapons, but they're
I've
like
seen that.
long. It's Mayhem McGee's wife, Mama
Okay.
McGee.
It's not a bad idea.
I'd be down for that.
I think she calls him. God, what does she call him?
I see her pop up on Instagram from time to time.
But those would work good too.
Mama.
Mayhem McGee.
Yep. Yeah, I'm following her. Yeah, there they are.
Havoc sticks, maybe is what she calls them.
Yeah, Havoc hair sticks.
Havoc hair sticks.
Yeah, those are. I completely forgot about her. I wonder if Katie
Got a little
too.
up and down, like the blades up and down now.
No matter what I do, mine has
Has
a
a little
little bit of vertical blade play in it. Not so much lateral side to side, but
There's none lateral, which is good. It's centered, but it's a little vertical blade play. It just drives me a little insane.
You have to
One of
fix
those
it.
things where, like, if I wouldn't have tested it, I wouldn't have known, and I probably wouldn't have cared. It wouldn't have bothered me. But now that I know it's there, it's like,
More of a chalupa. Jesus, gross.
and it's not a good for jars, but my
See, you are in the fork club.
First rule of Fork Club: you don't talk about Fork Club.
He's literally showing it.
Mm-hmm. You don't know that's what it is.
Let's see. It's Stevie, Forrest, and
I didn't-
Doom. Did Nuz also get one?
You really don't know what that is. That could be Papa Smurf's Trident.
Maybe it is. Either way, it's there.
yes, Scott N.
Scott
I
and
don't-
got
I
one.
don't know about
What's up,
this
Roman?
book.
How you doing?
I don't know.
I want to join the small fort gang. I like to
What's up,
eat.
Roman.
I like how you show a fork and immediately Palmer's like, "Oh, hey, I have leftovers to eat."
You love that?
I thought it was cool. Yeah, I love it. It's my favorite. Heart it.
Oh.
Dang it, Stevie.
That's the cringiest thing ever when people do that. I can't stand it when Sharif does that. I literally want to smack him every time.
The difference is I have no shame.
I know you don't.
It's one of the greatest things.
Uh-huh.
I feel like this is going to be the black licorice.
If you like really cram it in your nose to smell it. I mean, you're like
Shove it
right
in
there anyway. Ugh.
I probably shouldn't do that. That just looks like Hitler. Just,
Ugh.
oh.
Yeah,
that
does
was worse. I don't know
does
what
it
that
taste-
other one was.
it taste like boogers?
No, straight up black. It's like a black licorice. I don't know what that white, purple, and orange one was now, because that one tasted very black licorice.
Hello, Arshir. I do not like black licorice.
What did you say the other night? You talk a lot for someone making fart noises.
Hey, what's up, Black? How you doing, Arshir?
Who said that to you?
Arshir. Isn't that what
Arshir?
Arshir said the night of the rocks?
He probably did.
It was something that made Stevie laugh for a
Yeah.
long time and was like, "This is the comment of the night. I love this one." A lot of
Feel
rock
Yes.
hate for someone
Yes, a
making
lot of rock
fart
hate
noises.
people making fart noises. That's it.
A lot of rock hate for someone
But
making
still.
fart noises.
I love that.
Archie, did you ever try the chocolate? Don't be scared of it. Just get in there, Archie. Just get in. Dig in.
Hey, you know, something expiration dates can be you can completely ignore them. I was eating this yogurt the other night, and Zoe goes, "Dad, don't eat those. Those expired in May." I was like, why? If you know that, why are they still in the freaking refrigerator? And there's nothing wrong with this yogurt. Like, it tastes absolutely fine, and it's 3 months expired.
He said he tried it. Now, he could be doing, you said, Kyle, just smiling out. Yeah, I tried it, buddy. Sure did. It was tasty.
Is it like Pop Rocks?
Always Coca-Cola.
So I Googled it, Stevie. Sometimes things are good past the expiration date. And yogurt's just good for 2 weeks past it. So rest in peace.
There's also a difference between expiration and Best Buy. I learned.
Well, yes, and if I'm not mistaken, that says best if. I think it says best if consumed by.
Yeah. Because there was we had something that was best if by, and it was like something, and I was like, it seems good. It's like 3 days after. I think it should be fine. And I Googled it, and there was a expired and Best Buy conversation that I read about. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. But
Most of the stuff we have here in Phoenix is Best Buy.
yogurt is literally expired milk already.
Ours here, just normal chocolate with caffeine. You didn't taste the coffee?
Did you taste the biscuit? Taste the goodness.
Taste the
of
goodness.
biscuit.
Did you
And
taste
the
work
honey
knife's
sauce.
biscuit?
Taste the biscuit.
Did you
Taste
taste the
good.
goodness of his biscuit?
Yeah. You know how I want to have on a live? I want P&W to come on a live. I think that'd be fun.
He's an excellent guest.
I think that'd be fun. He's north of us, isn't he?
No, he's south.
He's south. I thought he was
He's in-
Bellingham for some reason.
Get a compass.
Silverdale.
Ah,
Oh, okay. Oh, so he's on the island over there.
Yeah, he down on the peninsula with
Mm-hmm.
JB and Zeman.
All right. Mint chocolate sounds fun.
Do you remember those rocket chocolates that they used to sell?
That's what I thought you were talking about. They had Pop Rocks.
They're
in
like,
them?
no, but they had like 1,000 milligrams of caffeine in them.
Not what I was
They'd
thinking.
always sell. They were like individuals. They'd have like a jar.
he's lurking.
At like a convenience store, they'd have like a jar that said rocket chocolates on it. They'd be like $2 for $1 or something.
Mhm.
They're just like little chocolates with 1,000 milligrams of caffeine in them.
I never had those. When I was a kid once, we found this box of chocolate in our house, and we ate a bunch of it, and it tasted funny, but we ate it, and it was that liquor candy, the chocolate with the
Oh,
liquor in the
yeah.
middle.
Yeah,
We were like, something's off with this chocolate, but we're just gonna.
those
keep
were
eating.
good, man. You know, as an adult, I don't think I ever ate those, but as a kid, I ate
Yeah.
like tons of it.
We had the previous store I worked at. One of our employees came back from the Caribbean and had Maddie, don't you dare, came back from
I'm just stretching my back.
More forks, damn it.
I'm just stretching.
Came
This
back
is the
from
Alexander the
cold
Great.
and
I
had
was already
some
holding this box.
chocolate with whiskey in it. And someone took a bite, and because they're like, "Oh yeah," and didn't realize there was actually like liquid in it, like
Yeah.
liquid whiskey. Took a bite and just started spilling all over the place. Same day our RD was coming in, and he was like, "Something smells like alcohol."
He
in
smelled
here."
like
Something smells like alcohol in here. They're like, yeah, we've been smelling that all day. I don't know what it is. And then I was like, someone brought these in. We did not know what they were. It was one of those things where I was like, I don't want to fess up to it, but
Mark. Don't get me started, man.
I'm proud of this box.
is that the only box you're proud of?
Yes.
You're not proud of your box of rocks that B&A sent you?
Yeah.
That's in a pouch. It's a whole different category.
Oh, it's a pouch of rocks.
It's a pouch, yeah. You use a code on Midway? Wow, okay.
Works on sale items as well.
Midway
Yeah,
is
well-
where I buy most of my cold steels.
I was just looking at something on Midway. I don't think it was a knife. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Discord for rocks. This coin is pretty cool, though. It's Nero. Everyone knows Nero. Second to Caesar, he's probably the most well-known Caesar that they had.
There's more than one?
There's a ton.
Not literally. There's like 2,000 of them.
No, if you put them all together, it's probably like a ton. Probably more. Nero is supposedly a bigger guy.
It's either more or less.
Exactly.
Of course you are, Palmer.
Huge Nero enthusiast. No one enjoyed my fun fact about Nero and his rotating room.
I would say that it was more of just a fact at that point.
It was a fun fact.
I mean, it was a fact.
I mean, in the times, a rotating room to change your scenery constantly was unheard of. The engineering that went into it.
A lot of things were unheard of back then because they had only just begun.
And they didn't have cell phones.
That makes it even cooler. They did everything by hand. Calculations.
They were also into like gay orgies too, weren't they?
There were
Well,
lots
yeah,
of
you
those,
gotta
yeah.
cut loose sometimes. Work hard, play hard. He would have wanted the Pruta. He would have.
Let's get matching Razorbacks, Maddie.
Why?
And Knife Nut doesn't
Yes.
think toilet paper's so great.
You guys
You're
know
on a
Razorback
live and you're
Mountain.
still sending me reels? And we love this guy.
There was one that I really saw that thought was kind of funny.
Stevie showed me him.
Yeah, but he's a dick and wouldn't and ignored coming on the. I tried to get him to come on
The live stream.
the live stream with Maddie, and he big timed us.
That's dumb.
He's too fancy for us.
Mhm.
I just like the fact that he's running a live stream and he's like, Matt needs this right now.
Yeah, I think he'd be cool. I also saw it and I was more excited that that means I could probably find adult size Heelys somewhere.
They do not make them in size 13,
They don't.
or soap shoes don't come in size 13 either.
They
Yeah, but I
don't.
only need size 10 and a half. So I could do that.
Yes,
Also, soap shoes I thought were like outlawed because so many people got sued over.
Busting their ass on handrails.
Mm-hmm.
When I was young enough, I wanted a
Kyle,
pair.
man.
I wouldn't even attempt it now.
My dad always said no.
Kyle, and he'd be looking at you right after he sent it, waiting for you to get it.
Yeah, my buddy had a pair of soap shoes, and down in Pioneer Square, tried to go down a rail, and if I'm not mistaken, he ended up going to the emergency room after busting his dome open. I wasn't there for this. It's just something that everyone told me, and I think it ended up with him taking an ambulance ride.
Oh, that's not good.
But
Ooh,
yeah.
What's your favorite rock? That's a good question.
Hey, Maddie, stand up real quick.
Do what?
Stand up real quick.
No.
I just want to see how tall you are.
Now my poo hole hurts. Thank you, Knife Nut.
What's up, Hinder Collector? How you doing?
What do you guys think about stamps?
That's a little too boring for me.
Oh,
Rocks is where the action's at. I mean,
Rocks get the girls.
look at the rocks Stevie sent me for my birthday.
those are from Dick Mittens.
Yeah, but you're part of it.
Those
This
are
rock-
space rocks, right?
No. This rock was made by the very first atomic bomb.
I think we all thought that they were space rocks.
That's okay. I have meteorites too, Arshir. Meteorite. I used to go meteorite hunting. I had a magnet on a stick and everything.
Really?
Man, those were the days. They're out here
It's
out
coming
in the
right for
desert.
us.
I've
They're
got
out in
a
the
few.
desert like crazy.
I've got a few meteorites.
Kyle,
I do mostly agate hunting when we go out.
that's exactly what I told the group. You can tell right there. I said it.
You can't tell anything. That thing's so blurry.
Just use your eyes and read it. It's clear as day.
Just use your eyes and read it.
Just so you know, I use my brain to read things. My eyes just to see what my brain needs to read.
Shut up, dork.
That's the equivalent of like
Sorry.
Never Hollies and some kid just smacks a book out of your hand.
That was the right thing to say at that time, though.
Perfect.
Shut up, dork.
Actually, kindred spirits, Kyle. Oh, you're welcome.
That was
Cole.
awesome.
What's
I'm
up?
gonna be
Humphrey
giggling like
Chimpkin?
all day tomorrow now.
Humphrey Chimpton.
Some kid's gonna tell me something. I'll just think, shut up, dork.
Dork.
Wow, Stevie.
That was a good one.
I feel like that's going to be a very, very common phrase at Blade Show now.
Congratulations. Did Max not win something? Oh, got my first Hinderer.
There's a plane going off.
Hello, Humphrey. Oh, Big
Did you guys
Balls
hear that
Little
one?
Cat's still here.
I did hear that. What was it?
That's a helicopter.
Really? I said plane. I was close.
No, that was a helicopter. It was a Huey of some sort. Have you gone over to the airport yet?
Yeah.
They had so many cool planes in town this week.
Well, because they just had the air show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We did the tractor show on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday or Sunday. We did the tractor show on Sunday. And then the air show was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
And so I saw the fireworks like Saturday night.
They had lots of fireworks going on.
Like going back and forth, which was pretty cool. And I forgot the air show was going on, but yeah. Did you hear that? Yeah. It's one of my favorite scenes in Elf. Of course he heard it.
You know, again, that's all the references to Elf are lost on me. I've never seen it.
It's a good one.
I'm aware of it, but I've never seen it.
Cool. I did not realize it was 11:30. Yeah.
Oh wow, I guess it is. Time flies when
you're being a dork. Yeah. Thanks for coming on, Maddie.
Yeah, you sent me the link.
Yeah.
I obliged you. You're welcome.
Thanks for coming on. Yeah, I mean, you sent me the link, so I didn't know if you'd be stupid or not, but I figured I'd send you a link anyway since you were up. See if you wanted to. But yeah, appreciate everyone for hanging out with us tonight, especially in the kind of just whim of the moment. I literally at like 7:00, I was like, I think I'll probably go live, and text Stevie. I was like, hey, I'm gonna go live. You want to join? He said sure. So decided to go live tonight, but I don't know if I'm gonna go live tomorrow night. Still, tomorrow
night.
I may or may not. Well, I've got a meeting from 6:30 to 8:30 tomorrow, and so I might be all pooped out from talking with adult babies.
What?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of dumb stuff.
Cole. Listen, she says what? Do you think there will be any Black Friday Hinderer deals? I'm willing to bet USA Made Blade will probably have something going on.
USA Made would probably have a lot going on.
The best Hinderer deals are the ones where you just don't buy a Hinderer and you get something else instead.
I've said it a couple times. I've bought very few knives this year, but I've almost bought a Hinderer like 3 or 4 different times. I haven't. A couple of I almost bought a worn track or half track or worn fire tack. It was a Warncliffe one. And then I considered buying Steve's XM24. But then I think Pizza bought it.
You sold it to a pizza?
Pizza operator.
Yeah, I think it was Pizza, or maybe it was 5-door. Someone.
20562.
You know, everybody said that, and then I actually handled a Hinderer, and everybody's wrong. The 0562 is good, but it doesn't hold a candle to like a XM18.
Well, because it ain't got no hands.
Lieutenant Dan.
We were talking about that earlier when you stepped away for a little bit. We were talking about an 0562 versus an XM18 because Ed came on and said he really liked his 0562 that he had years ago.
It's a great knife.
I think Knife
Everyone,
Net just got an XM18 3.5, if I remember, flipperless, and we were talking about the difference between the two.
yeah,
Saltwater taffy pocket razors.
must be nice.
Fucking razors.
What's
I
up?
was watching him sharpen before I got the invite.
Nice.
Oh yeah, he was doing something on his work sharp, wasn't he?
So I snacked on, oh, that was loud, a bunch of these. They're candy, sugar-free. And
And it made
I
you shit your pants.
I don't think candy's allowed to be
so much
sugar-free. Like,
pooping.
if it's sugar-free, it's not candy. It's just something sweet.
Well, this has a warning, may cause stomach discomfort and laxative effect. And oh boy. These
It
pipes
says
are
that,
clean.
and that's what you use as a snack. And you bought an entire satchel full.
Yes, I wanted candy. That whole satchel was like $8. 2 pounds of peanut butter crisps.
Yeah, because it's a laxative. It's not candy.
Well, the steak I had 4 months ago is out now.
Exactly. What kind of candy has laxative warning?
It was sugar free
moving.
because I'm not eating carbs right now, so I went the sugar free route.
Just because it's sugar free doesn't mean it doesn't have carbs in it.
That's actually a very good statement.
No, but these check out because with keto, you remove sugar alcohols. So this has 8 carbs, but you take out the sugar alcohols and you have 0 carbs.
I don't get it because you said you're going carb free, but it has 8 carbs. Sounds like
keto,
me. Like, you're not going carb free. You're going 8 carbs.
No, keto, you do net carbs.
You straight up
net-
8 carbs.
Net carbs.
Net carbs minus fiber minus sugar alcohols.
Net
Wow.
carbs. Yeah, you take out what he said,
Sugar and alcohol.
and fiber.
No sugar alcohols.
Sugar, alcohols, and fiber. Shut
Ooh,
up.
I do the Atkins snacks, those little bars and stuff. Those are pretty good. Not as good as like a Snickers, but it's a pretty good alternative.
My snack is chia seed pudding.
Chia seed pudding? What is it? Chia seed flavor, or there are chia seeds in it, or both?
Chia seeds are flavorless.
So it's got like kind of like
But-
a
I take a half a cup of half and half, a half a cup of almond milk, 4 tablespoons of chia seeds, a little bit of vanilla flavoring, and monk fruit sweetened maple syrup.
ooh,
And that ends up having 2 net carbs.
it's like maple
And it's-
vanilla.
Yeah. And the chia
sounds like-
seeds swell up, so it turns it into like almost tapioca is.
They get all slimy and goopy.
Oh,
Yeah, but
kinda,
tapioca rice
sorta.
has slimy goopiness.
And it tastes yummy, and it's really good for it's high fiber. So that's what I get my sweet factor from. But anywho, you're trying to end this.
It's okay.
Chia seeds equals Cole's excitement level.
Yeah. Any hoodles, folks.
All right. Yeah, Stevie's making artisanal yogurt. That's his new thing. Artisanal yogurt. But yeah.
Alrighty, dudes. Well, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for coming
Yeah.
on, Maddie. Thanks for coming on, Stevie. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out in the chat.
Hey, you sent me a link.
Yeah. Might be on tomorrow night. I might not. But Maddie, you're going tomorrow, aren't you?
I went live tonight. I don't have to tomorrow now.
Maddie will be on tomorrow around 4 o'clock. 5 o'clock.
4 o'clock our time.
4 o'clock. Yeah. So feel free to jump on that. Until next
Or
time,
not.
TDFN.
Don't eat your own poop.
You gotta
Peace
click
and
the